Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakaditam Shcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchanam Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sarva Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Shri Shri Guru Varanda Jayata Shri Shri Radha Krishna Yam Namaha. So thanking you all for coming back for the second day when we're going to discuss the Abhideya Dhyan about the Bhakti Sadhana or the process of devotional behavior and how to develop those devotional qualities. Yesterday we spoke Samanta Gyan. What is the reason and the cause for the behavior of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And we as Chaitanya Anucharis, the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, are trying to emulate those values and qualities. And so for us it's very important to understand why he was behaving in some ways. Because sometimes Lord Chaitanya externally behaved in one way, but internally he had another attitude. Because of sannyas ashram, he would act very strictly, but because of him being the Bhagavan and Bhagavad Bhakta, he was very satisfied inside. Just like that example of devotee touching the feet of Lord Chaitanya at the time of Gundicha Marjana. Externally he showed that we should not accept the worship because we are devotees, we are not Bhagavan. So he came in the mood of devotee, Bhakta Bhava Angikari, accepted Angikari, the mood of devotee. And for that reason, if he wanted to teach how he can accept the worship, then devotee should not accept the worship. So therefore he externally showed the anger, but internally he was very satisfied because he is finally Bhagavan. Antare Krishna, Bahire Gora. Inside he is blackish and outside he is golden. So there is another example. Sorry, it slipped from my mind. There was an example of this. Hopefully I will remember another of such a behavior. Anyway, so and especially we discussed why the Lord Chaitanya accepted the mood of Srimati Radharani, of a Gopi, because he as a Krishna was not satisfied fully in Raja Lila because he couldn't taste Madhurya of his own sweet form, couldn't taste the bliss and the love of Srimati Radharani. He was thinking that although I am trying wholeheartedly to taste this, I am not able. So what is the Radharani finding in my Madhurya, what Ananda, which Priti she has for me? And therefore the Purusha became Prakriti. That's called transcendental theological androgyny. That he's a male in the sentiment of female, and he was very, very soft as a person, like a female. Because if he was behaving, although he's Parama Swatantra, supremely independent, he behaved like he's completely dependent on his devotees. His Mukyangas, the Panchatattva associates, main limbs, Dvaitacharya and Nityananda Prabhu. He would not leave Jagannath Puri if they don't give him permission. And he's God himself. So he behaved as a fully dependent. And he taught us how devotees should behave, get the blessings, permissions from seniors. So these are the causes of reasons for his alaukika charitra, the non-conventional, non-materialistic behavior, in opposite to laukika charitra. Laukika charitra, materialistic behavior, always goes for lust. Why people are engaging in anything in this world is just lust. Lust, greed, anger, envy, illusion, madness, no? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, and Matsara. These are the causes of behavior. But Lord Chaitanya was completely free from all that, and we cannot judge his behavior as per these paradigms of it's called Shatguna, 6 Shatdosha actually, 6 errors of humans, no? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, and we especially read from Chaitanya Charitamrita about Tarka and Vishwas, that in hearing all that we cannot use logic to understand his behavior. Why would supreme man want to become supreme female or woman? So if we use our logic, then we come to erroneous conclusions, viparita. It will be contrary effect, viparita. So we can't understand something which is beyond logic, with logic, tarka, gochara. So we have to use vishwas, the firm faith into that, and just try to hear, and if it's revealed in our heart, then it's wonderful. The method of Paravidya is called Paratattva Sakshatkar. Sandarbhas are explaining that this Paratattva should be directly seen, Sakshat, observed, Sakshatkara. And we can't force this like in science. Even in science we can't force things. Like, for example, science is based on measurements. But as soon as you measure it, it's not the same thing anymore. It's not the same thing like these atoms. There is constant nitya pralaya. In a moment of we think, even my words, when is the presence? We say there is past, present and future. Past is in the memory, future is in mati, in prediction, and we say in presence. But in material world you can't be in presence because it's the time, it's so much, how to say, flickery and above our perception, because and as soon as I'm thinking the presence, that moment is already past. So then how to have experience, proper experience? Even this world we can't measure properly. You just see now quantum physics, they have defied so many of previous theories, physical theories. So how we can measure the Paratattva then? We can't do these things. But we can have revelation of that, Paratattva Sakshatkar. And that is the method also in understanding the culture of Krishna consciousness. So I was reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Chaitanya Charitamrita means the Charita, of the character of living force, Chaitanya, in the immortality, Amrita. In my language we have so many Sanskrit words like this. Amrita, we say Mrita, we say Mrtav, or dead. Nemrtav, it's non-dead or immortal. So many connections are there. So we can't judge that character of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by material considerations. I'll just find one verse for you. Just a moment. Just a second. I'm not able to find, but anyway, he's saying that we can't judge the acts, mudra, mana, thoughts of great personalities as per material considerations. So in the same thing, in association of devotees, sometimes we think, oh, what is this person doing? Why he is behaving like that? But yesterday I gave an example how Vaishnava in some ways also, although he is simple, Saralata, one of the definitions of Vaishnavism is Saralata Ata Vaishnavata. Vaishnavism means simplicity, straightforwardness. But in dealing with the material world, sometimes you have to be crooked to protect your bhakti. Lord Chaitanya told Raghunath Das Goswami, Antare Nishtakare Bahire Loka Vyavahare. Inside, be steady in devotional service, but externally behave as ordinary people. Means respect the customs of like professional ethics, business ethics, political ethics, governmental rules. No? If they are not opposed to your standards of devotional service, no? Otherwise you excuse yourself. But if you try to impose your values on society, then people think, oh, he's so eccentric. In this world we should hide our bhakti. I mean, we should preach, but simultaneously protect our bhakti inside. And how Vaishnava represents himself in this world is through his qualities. I remember in Croatia there was one senior devotee called Ishvara Puri, and when devotees would meet his colleagues from his working place, they would say, what a personality. This gentleman is amazing. His quality, he brings snacks every day for us. He used to bring prasadam. The way he treated us, and his serving attitude and all, everyone was so much impressed by him. So this is how Vaishnava represents himself in this world. We don't try to represent ourselves just by this external dress, etc. We can do that, and it's all of course good. It's all this is symbol of our identity, but our real bhushana, ornaments, are our lakshanas. To the degree we have developed them, no? They are our ambassadors, not our qualities. So if we develop them, that's very good for us, and it's good for the whole society. Then they will say, oh, this society is so wonderful. Look at what kind of people they produce. We are known in the West as very orthodox. These people are so strict, just like for example, Orthodox Christians. They have some rules and regulations, but we have much more. Like no onion and garlic. Who taught why you don't eat onion and garlic? What's the problem? Mushrooms. They don't eat meat, fish and eggs. That's so much restrictions. Plus all these different kinds of restrictions. I think these people are so orthodox, very, very strict. But although Vaishnava is very strict, simultaneously he has sweet nature. Why? Because he's strict with outside, with his regulations, but inside he's very soft in dealing with others. With his generosity, his mercifulness, and other thing. And also in some ways, the strictness of Vaishnava, the essence of strictness of Vaishnava is that he is always thinking about Krishna and never forgetting Krishna. This is our main strictness. Smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartavyo na yatuju. So this is how we are smartas. This is the essence of being smarta. Like in India, we have smarta brahmanas. No? What means smarta brahmana? Always remember Krishna, never forget. This is real smarta. Sarve vidhi nisheda sur etareva kinkara. All other rules and regulations, vidhi nisheda, are the kinkaras, servants of these two. Remember Krishna, never forget. So, how we should apply that in life? we inside are strict in a sense that we think about Krishna and remember Krishna in everything. When we drink water, we can remember Krishna. When we hear the sound meter, we can remember Krishna. We can see the cosmic form and remember Krishna. No? Actually, it's not so difficult. We are just so much polluted. No? We can remember Krishna in anything. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to scratch walls. He used to see this kind of metaphysics of space and steadiness. He saw Krishna is this. Matter doesn't give this feeling. The Jada Shakti, that matter doesn't give this, like this experience of space and all that. It's coming from Krishna. Otherwise, it's just a dead matter, no? So we can always remember Krishna, but simultaneously, Vaishnava is strict inside and soft outside with others. In a sense that we are not like very heavy with rules and regulations. In a sense that, oh, you didn't follow this, you didn't follow that. No? And then this creates disturbance. It's extreme. You know, sometimes we have devotees who are overly strict, like Damodar Pandit in Chaitanya Charitamrita is an example of this. He is the one who chastised Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu liked, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was giving affection to the son of one widow. And then Damodar Pandit was thinking, he was very, very strict in his Maryada, his regulations. No? He was thinking, what will people think this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, greatest sannyasi, giving affection to the child of a widow? Now, is he having affection for the mother? And Damodar Pandit gave him Vakya Danda. Vakya Danda, you understand? The chastisement, Danda, or by words, no? You can teach Chaitanya Charitamrita by saying by Stuti, Ninda, Hasya. By glorifying, you teach. If someone does something good, you glorify. So then this will create nice impression to do again. Then Ninda, by chastisement, and by Hasya, by laughing to something. Oh, you did so foolishly, you know. You don't need to be heavy always. You can just say nicely, in a joking way. What was his name? The brother-in-law of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Not getting the name now. Acharya. Govinda was the servant.
Gopinath.
Might be Gopinath Acharya.
Gopinath.
Gopinath. Yeah, might be Gopinath Acharya. Anyway, I'll check. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya would speak all this Maya philosophy and then his brother-in-law would laugh so much. You are such a great scholar and you have rejected the two Pradhana Shastras, Bhagavatam and Mahabharata, and therefore you don't understand what you're saying actually. Here in front of you, his Supreme Personality of Godhead, you can't recognize. What kind of scholar you are? All useless. He was laughing directly into his face. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became devotee and he said, you were really right. So we can teach in different ways. So Vaishnava is not overly strict outside in a sense that we are overemphasizing rules and regulations. We are using rules and regulations to remember Krishna. But if we just follow rules and regulations, if we don't remember Krishna, then this doesn't create a good effect in our consciousness. So this is how Vaishnava behave, internal and external, antare and bahire. And as I said, our lakshanas should represent us. And lakshanas should not be just the effect of our karma, because humility can be an effect of karma. Someone got a nice attitude in this life, but with that he will have to leave all that. So this is not our permanent nature. So the only qualities which stay with us are those which are developed in citta, in consciousness, because they are permanent. Therefore it said that Vaishnava is better than demigods, because demigods, they also borrow qualities from material nature. But Vaishnava doesn't. Vaishnava has permanent qualities if he comes to that level. So Vaishnava is better situated than demigods. And so the qualities are not effect of karma, but of bhakti. And this then stays permanently with us. Whatever we develop, we go into next lives till we becoming nitya siddha. So development of these qualities. So for Abhideya Gyan today, I have predicted to speak about 26 qualities of Vaishnavas, because in the process of bhakti, Abhideya means the process and bhakti is the Abhideya. So gradually we should develop those qualities, and the main one is Krishna Eka Sharanam, being exclusively devoted to Krishna, and this devotion will create other qualities. Devotion is the transcendental quality, and it's creating others. Otherwise, if we just try to create other qualities, they may leave us at the time of death. For example, in this life you become kavi, so much of kavya, then next life may be or may not be. You may have tendency, but you may not have karma. So we should not just try to develop qualities separately from devotional process, but devotion will develop them. So I have one small to say, let's call it quiz. I will try to read one by one quality from 26 qualities of Vaishnavas, and you try to guess in English which one is it, because most of you know Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Konkani, what else, Bengali, whatever. So all these are Sanskritized languages, so I'm sure you will recognize some. Someone knows all 26 qualities of Vaishnavas, no? No? Okay. But you have developed them, no? Okay, the first one, Kripalu. Kripalu. Merciful. Yes. Merciful. Akrita Droha. Sorry? No. Akrita Droha means non-defiant. You understand non-defiant? Means you're not, what's the synonym? Rebellious. Like you're not quarreling unnecessarily. Then, this one you need to know. Satya Sara. Truthful. Truthful. Next one, Sama. Equal. Equiposed, equal. Equiposed inside and equal to others. Ni dosha. Faultless. What was that?
Not fault Not fault finding.
Actually, it's faultless. Vadanya. Lord Chaitanya is. And what means Vadanya? There is one specific word similar to merciful. Magnanimous. Yeah? Mridu. Soft. Mild. Heavy is guru. Don't try to become guru, become mridu. Shuchi. Clean and pure. Akinchana. Akinchana Balaram, there is a name. Akinchana Gochara. Akinchana means he is not having material possessions. Wow, we have to abandon everything. We'll explain. Sarva Upakaraka.
Grateful to everyone. Yeah.
No. Yes, that is the good guess. Working for the welfare of everyone. Sarva upakaraka, the doer for good, of good to everyone. Shanta, peaceful. Krishna Eka Sharana, I said. You have to say loudly somehow. I'm not getting the sound.
Totally surrendered to Krishna.
Exclusively surrender. Or only to Krishna. Akama. Desireless. Aniha. Indifferent to material acquisitions. Stira. Steady or fixed. Vijita Shat Guna. Like my name is Ajita. Unconquered. And Vijita means to conquer. Vijita Shat Guna. Conquered all 6 materialistic qualities or bad qualities. Lust, greed, anger, etc. Mita Book.
Mild eater.
Yeah. Eating only as much as required. You know, when I come to Middle East, I can't follow this. There are 2 people, and they're even with us in room. They follow me everywhere, and they constantly feed me. Today they invited me for lunch, and they forced me to eat. I'm joking, but all of you are so kind that you're always giving me so much of food, like I'm a small child. I'm like that child, like doesn't like to eat. Today I did twice exercise for 45 minutes just to burn all these calories. 100 push-ups and again and things like that. Tomorrow I'm going for running. Anyway, maybe this is required. Eating only as much as required. Maybe this is required, to please Vaishnavas. Apramata. Pramata, like when we say chanting, pramata is sleep or
lazy.
No, I think distraction. Apramata. No, there is another word. We say it's 11th offense to be inattentive. Yes. So Vaishnava is attentive, apramata. Mana da. Giving respectful. Amani. Amani na manadena. Amani, he doesn't want respect. Gambira. Majestic. Lord Chaitanya used to stay in Gambira. That place used to be called Gambira in Jagannathpur. No. But something similar.
Serious?
Something similar. Grave. Yeah? But that's expressed as seriousness, no? Why? Because you are serious about your devotional service. You are grave, take things seriously. Karuna. And merciful, we said, that is Kripalu. And what is Karuna? Similar. And how we say in English? Karuna Rasa. Secondary rasas. Vira, Rudra, Hasya. And then Karuna, which one is that rasa? Compassion. Karuna Avatar. Maitra. Friendly, devotee is friendly. Kavi. Poet. Devotee is Daksha.
Expert,
yes. And Mauni. Silence. So these are 26 qualities of Vaishnavas. And I developed one practice that in morning or in evening before going to sleep, I remember these qualities. I meditate on them. How can I enact this in day? And then this will stay in your subconscious mind. When they will come, you will remember your identity. I am Vaishnava, Das, and Das. I should behave in this way. I think it's very good practice. Things will happen in life and you want to act differently, but then you will remember, but for everyone's benefit and my own development, I should behave like this. So in the morning when you wake up before chanting, then these qualities. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying similar qualities. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in 7th canto, there are 31 qualities as far as I remember. So this Krishna is saying they're dear to him. He likes to associate with these people. Krishna doesn't need wealth or anything from us. He wants to be with good people, Harijanas, Sajjanas. Therefore, we have to develop these qualities to associate with him. So let's try, we have like 10 minutes. Let's try to explain them. And if you find the inspiration to share some of your realization of them, please tell me. So what means Kripalu in Krishna consciousness? We can be merciful in material way. But what means Kripalu in Krishna consciousness? Merciful. What mercy means? To give something which is not based on karma. Someone doesn't deserve, you give. Devotional service is causeless, but it's not actually priceless. No, it's causeless. You can't deserve it, but you have to pay the price of surrendering. So what means to be Kripalu? Means actually to give this gift of devotional service. If you can give bhakti to someone, that is the greatest mercy. We can't afford this. Janma koti sukritaye na labhyate. After Janma koti, millions of lives of sukriti, you can't na labhyate. You can't afford it. You can afford living in Bahrain, but not bhakti. No. So for that reason, to be merciful means to give bhakti. That is the Arisha. So that is Kripalu, and Akrita Droha, non-defiant, we said someone who is not rebellious. Why is devotee not rebellious? What do you say? Why is devotee not rebellious? Not defiant.
Paramatma is in everyone.
Okay. Yes. Because he found his master, no? So he doesn't want to quarrel unnecessarily. That means non-defiant. Why would you quarrel unnecessarily? If you see someone is right, then you accept it. Otherwise people sometimes, just because of ego, they quarrel. No, I don't want like this. Although it's rationality saying it should be like that, but devotee doesn't have this in his thought process. Many times it's easy to deal with devotees even in professional life because of that. Not defined. Satyasara, thoroughly truthful. Why is devotee truthful? Because devotee is a seeker of absolute truth. He's always looking Krishna in everything. Krishna is the active principle of everything. And devotee is always looking for Krishna, and therefore he is truthful. Because Krishna is the absolute truth. And desiring to know Krishna, devotee naturally becomes truthful. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, I am danda, I am the punishment. So in some kinds of disputes, devotee is trying to find what is Krishna Shakti in this. What kind of danda is Krishna in, let's say, chastising child? In a child is it's not behaving properly in school. what danda is there? So, what punishment is there for child? So if we find what is proper, then Krishna is satisfied. Krishna, whatever works in this world is because Krishna have revealed himself. Like he is the Yajneshwara, he is the Lord of Yajna, and he is the enjoyer of all Yajnas. So we try to find Krishna in everything. Sama, devotee is equal. That means that devotee is acting as per other people's nature. That doesn't mean that everyone is equal. The beggar and king should get the same bed, same salary to say, same income. Or how that works. My aunt is working in government of France. Maybe I should not say these things. I think we are online. She's close to president there. And they have 3 principles: égalité, fraternité, and liberté. Equality, brotherhood, fraternity, and freedom. So then I asked her, how is égalité? Macron is sleeping in palace and beggar I saw in Paris. Where is this? She was thinking like, but equality can be in opportunities. We Sanatana Dharmis, we don't advocate theocracy, the absolute rule of God. You see that the world doesn't function like that. Even when Krishna comes, he doesn't advocate this. Krishna established the example. Yat yat acharati shreshtas. He established an example. And this example is that you will get everything as per merit. So we advocate meritocracy. Theocracy is a type of autocracy. Either there's rule of God, theocracy, rule of a king, monarchy. On an opposite, on that, liberal is democracy, rule of people. People should be sovereign, independent, but the society should run as per merit. And you see how we in Vedic society function. The more better gunas you develop, Tamo, Raja, Sattva, the higher, to say, respect position you get in society. And the most respectful should be those who develop Shuddha Sattva. So this Varnashram Dharma is actually very, to say, scientific way of organizing society as per qualifications. And the, to say, trustee of our social system is not constitution. It's nature, Mother Nature, because Dharma doesn't change. So this is the permanent setup of values. We can change the constitution, we can amend the constitution, but we can't amend Dharma. And therefore Dharma Shastra is the rule book of merits. So we were speaking about equality, equal. Yeah, so I mentioned it, égalité. Yeah? So for us, equality means you get as per your own nature and your own efforts things. So if you are equal to everyone, nidosha, faultless. Why is devotee faultless? Because he, whatever he does as per dharma, and he doesn't create doshas, the errors in a sense of vikarma. He doesn't create vikarma or even any karma, no, because bhakti is above karma and punya and papa. Vadanya, devotee is magnanimous. So if Lord Chaitanya is Mahavadanya, most magnanimous, then for devotee to be magnanimous means to give the same gift, similarly like Kripalu, merciful. Magnanimous to give the more than you have actually. This is one of the main characteristics of Iskcon. In early days in Iskcon, Srila Prabhupada used to invite hippies and he would cook for them. He wouldn't charge them anything. No? So then devotees later around the world, they said, oh, but we have to charge to maintain. Prabhupada said, no, this will ruin the mentality. This movement is a movement of magnanimity. Just like if you go to Tirupati, All day, night they serve prasadam. No? And sometimes devotees say, oh, but they can give because they have so much money. No, that hundi trillions pass. No. But it's not because they have, they give. Because they give, they have. It's like that. If you will be, try to test. If you will be magnanimous in your givings, so much will come. You can test this. You can test this. Krishna will give 10 times more because you're using properly in service. But if you're kripana, the miser, then as per karma things are coming going. If you're brahmana, so much is going and you're grateful even with little, so you're living in abundance. Abundance is attitude. Vadanya, magnanimous. Iskcon is based on magnanimity. Like that. Therefore people like Iskcon. Steve Jobs, remember, famously, like he was able to go to Iskcon, Soho and eat over there while he was studying. Bhakta is mridu, mild. What would mean that devotee is mild? What means that? Mild or soft, Prabhuji said. Because you see others are also living beings and servants of Krishna, so you behave with them as you would want that they behave with you. So this creates softness because you also there is respect. You see them as Krishna's amshas, and therefore you are very soft with them. Then devotee is shuchi, clean. Externally clean, internally pure, means devotee is regularly taking bath, doing achaman, and through this gross and subtle purification, devotee is clean. Krishna is Parama Pavitra. So if you don't know how to wash mouth, clean hands and feet, how it's called? Mukha Prakshalana, Hastapada Prakshalana. So how will behave that over there like from some tribe? No? You have to learn how to behave and then we can behave with Krishna. It's written in Shastras how Krishna is behaving after meal. Exactly how he washes mouth, this many times rings, how many times hand, how many times feet, how he does that. Everything is written in detail about Krishna's life. So why not to emulate that? To the degree it's possible for us. Kali Yuga gives so many restrictions, but we can try. At least should be imperative. So devotee is clean. Akinchana, without material possessions. So on the end of class, we request you to deposit all your belongings. No, that means devotee is not having the attitude, being the owner, possessor. Devotee is user, servant. So everything belongs to Krishna, and we are small thieves. So we should abandon that attitude. This is mine. No, I'm using something in Krishna's service nicely, but if someone can use that better, I will give him. But if he will not, then I will use. No, it is not that we are kind of not considering the material possessions seriously. No, I got this. I will use nicely with this laptop, this phone in Krishna's service. No, but simultaneously it's Krishna's property. Can be taken at any moment. So therefore, because we have this attitude, we don't have material possessions. Akinchana. Sarva upakaraka, working for the welfare of everyone. Lord Chaitanya instructed all those who are born in Bharata Bhumi to do this sarva upakara, the most beneficial welfare work of spreading Krishna consciousness. So that means working for the welfare of everyone. What is the ultimate welfare of everyone? To go back to Godhead, to get bhakti. Yeah, that is the ultimate welfare. Shanta, devotee is peaceful. Why is devotee peaceful? Sometimes devotees they quarrel. Excuse me, Prabhu? Then?
He gets the peace because Krishna is the
Enjoyer.
supreme enjoyer,
Right.
supreme proprietor, supreme pride.
Right. But if we try to enjoy the result or to control the result, this is trouble. This is trouble. We should do our duty. What is Gita saying? Karma neva adhikaraste. You have a right to perform of your own duty. Never be attached to the result of your work and never be attached to not performing your duty. So what is our nature? To do duty and not to obey the duty, but the result is not up to us. Then you can be peaceful. Otherwise we are expecting this and that and manipulating people, and this is creating very bad qualities. And no peace. No peace. Krishna eka sharana. Devotee surrendered only to Krishna. So that means not surrender to demigods or any human being or whoever wants to rule over us. We're dependent on Krishna. Devotee is akama, desireless. Means the devotee is satisfied in fulfilling his desires in Krishna consciousness. One of the definitions of bhakti is that bhakti can fulfill all other needs and wants, because you are satisfied. All karma, jnana, all will be satisfied. So no need to desire separately. That means to be desirous, and not to have desires outside of Krishna consciousness.
Desiring to go back to Godhead is also a desire?
Yes. Is desire for moksha. Moksha vanacha. The worst one. Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying this is the worst one. He's saying dharma artha kama moksha vancha. Moksha vancha kaitava pradhan. Pradhan, fundamental kaitava, cheating propensity or religion. Kaitava dharma. No? Because this desire is selfish. Bhukti is selfish because it's about your own self. Mukti is also selfish because you want to be free from pain. Why you want to be free? Because you want to enjoy. No, it's Chaitanya Charitamrita saying even this Chaturvida Mukti, Sarupya, Salokya, Samipya, Sashi, that Vaishnava doesn't want that. Gaudiya Vaishnava. He doesn't want that. So this is how Gaudiya is thinking. Mama Janmani Janmaneshwari Bhavatat Bhakti Rahayati. Life after life, Mama Janmani Ishwari Bhavatat, to you causes Bhakti. Ahaikati Bhakti. This is what I want. And then we can stop desiring. It's very important, Prabhu, what you are saying, this psychology of conditioned being. Otherwise our bhakti, it's about expecting something, expecting from Krishna. Business, yes. I'll do bhakti, but you give me residence close to you. But that's samipya. And this attitude is predominant in South India. South Indians, Vaishnavas, if they want to serve, must be sashti, must be opulent. Just look, opulence of temples in South India. Must be great opulent. Must be sarupya. Must be good health, good wealth. No? and then only I can serve. So you are putting conditions to bhakti. I'm not saying everyone, I'm generalizing, but not everyone is like that. Not saying that there is no Shuddha bhakti in self, but if we see the mood of temples, and Aishwarya Bhav is there definitely. But devotee Gaudiya doesn't want these kinds of liberations, freedom from suffering. In devotee things, in heaven and hell, I will serve you, no matter what.
That is also not a desire.
That is Swarupa. You know what is our Swarupa? You know how to know your Swarupa in spiritual world? It's very easy. It's the attitude of service. This is our Swarupa. Because all others are desires, even this for liberation, because they are different from Swarupa of Jiva. Jiva doesn't think like that. Why would you think for liberation if about liberation if you are eternal servant of Krishna? You act in that position already now, in this temple, in any temple, anywhere. You're already above moksha then, because you're acting in your Swarupa. Why would you go for Swarupa if you're in Bhakti? Isn't it? You can do that in any position. So that's...
That Swarupa is different now. This Swarupa is material Swarupa.
Sorry? This is Swarupa.
Bhautik Swarupa.
Hmm?
This is Bhautika Swarupa.
Bhautika Swarupa.
That is spiritual Swarupa.
Adidaivika, no? Yes. Yeah, that Swarupa
That's
is...
what everybody prefers.
Yes. So that's the nature of Jiva in his own position. Therefore we think that these Mayavadis, Brahmavadis, they're having also desire, freedom from misery, moksha vancha. Then devotee is aniha, indifferent to material acquisitions. Just like akinchana, without material possessions, he is indifferent to material acquisitions. Here it said indifferent. It doesn't mean he's extreme in a sense of desire and... Sorry, I'm disturbed by this. He is not extreme in a sense of sense gratification and how we call there is a word, repulsion, rejection, renunciation of something. He is indifferent. That means that I don't want to either achieve it or not to achieve it, because you are situated in Krishna consciousness.
He is not bothered.
Not bothered. If comes, fine. If doesn't come, fine. In happiness and distress, in success and failure, in good and bad in life. So, but if you go for material acquisitions, then Upadishamrita is saying this is prayasa. Too much effort kills bhakti. Shadir bhakti, pranashyati, yes, pranashyati, destroys. Overwhelms, yeah. By results. Oh, it will be or not will be. Like that. Okay. Stira, devotee is fixed. Why devotee is fixed? Because the only real position for us is to be eternal servant of Krishna. Jivara Swarup Hoya Krishna Nitya Das. Therefore we can be fixed. All other positions are not fixed. Vejita Shat Guna, completely controlling the 6 bad qualities: lust, greed, anger, illusion, madness, and envy. Controlling that. What means controlling? It means they will be there. The the process of sadhana, bhakti, anarthana, they will be there. So how we will deal with them? No? Controlling them slowly, and then he said here, completely, means he conquered Vijita, he conquered them.
Not suppressing.
That's a good point, not suppressing. Facing them realistically facing enemy. Negligence is very bad in spiritual life. We neglect things and then we think, oh, they don't exist. Actually inside so much of bad weed is there. No? Covering bhakti, looks like bhakti, but we are looking for pratishta, puja, lava. No? We want so many things.
Duplicity.
Yes. Kutinati, no? Duplicity, yes. Meet a book. Eating only as much as required. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, it's so interesting. Whenever I come to Middle East, I create a list for a diet. You know what happens? I write in morning fruits, this and that, and I think only one of these, and they give all 5, 6 which I am.
Either or, huh?
Yes. So then what you do? They bring. And then you minimize this. No? And they find another tricks. So you should be aware with mothers. No? Mothers are feeding us children. Spoil us. Eating only as much as required. That's individual. My belly is like this, your belly is like that, your vata kapapita are like this, so you should not judge how much is it. No? But Ayurveda is saying some general things as well. How much to eat. Actually, Dharma Shastra is saying about the sannyas, vanaprastha and grihastha, how much they should eat. I think grihastha 16 mouthfuls, then vanaprastha maybe 12. Grihastha 16, vanaprastha 12 or 8, and sannyas only 4, and brahmachari unlimited. It's literally written. Really, no restrictions. Because child has to grow. Brahmachari means till the age of 5. No? So no restrictions. The child has to grow. So we should not, if we see child eating, then we should just leave him.
Chappan bhog is for Jagannath, not for us.
Yeah. But Prabhupada gave one formula. Once a week, feast. Once a day, large meal. That can function nicely. You satisfy this urge for eating by feast once a week, and then you eat variety opulently and like this. Once a day, large meal, like a lunch or whatsoever. Large doesn't mean overly large. So, full meal. And the health is good if we eat constantly same food. That doesn't mean that there should not be variety in that, but science have shown that in those parts of the world where people for years eat at the same time same food, they live the longest because the enzymes
Habitual of body.
habit of body is like that creates the excretion of enzymes, etc. is proper so that body is always giving the same signals. Otherwise we confuse body.
Same food or same quantity?
The same thing, I would say. Both. And all people they used to do like that. Now this we are spoiled by. You can in these markets you can buy from anywhere in the world. Anywhere, just go in Lulu, you will see from Tokyo till Los Angeles, from South Africa to Oslo, anything. So this can allure us to eat different kinds of food, but may not be good for us. And slowly time is teaching us, no? After 40, even in 30s, you can't eat whatever you want. Then devotee is apramata, without inebriation, or we said, how you said, Prabhu? Chanting without the 11th offense? Inattentive. So devotee is attentive or aware because he is in Krishna consciousness, and this creates awareness of things in this world, and devotee always trying to see Krishna. So he is aware of active principle in everything. Manada, devotee is respectful. Why is devotee respectful? Why to respect?
Because
Please say whatever.
he's carrying Krishna, so he's respect.
Carrying Krishna. And so he sees that others are carrying Krishna as well. No? So he is respecting
every person, everything. So we will reflect everyone.
because we see Krishna in them, no?
Yes.
And how they developed qualities of Krishna, and that way we respect them. But simultaneously, Amani, devotee is not expecting respect. So it's saying without false prestige. The devotee is also humble. What means humility? What's the definition of humility? That's interesting, no? If you think, we say humility, but what means? Prabhu, is this humility? This is called timidity. Prabhu, doesn't necessarily needs to be humility. Devotee is humble. What that means? Humility. Trinada Pisunichena, be humble like a grass, blade of grass. So
Without pride.
this is a definition by negation. Negationism. It's true.
Being humble, you can overcome pride.
This again, you're using another factor to explain the first one. What means humility by itself?
Not expecting respect.
A same thing. Should we leave this for homework?
We
For Friday? Till Friday we should find what means humility. Okay, then for homework, you can research Shastra, what means humble. How we say humble in
servant.
Sanskrit?
Most of the people they pretend humbleness and nobody is humble.
We are timid, no? Offer obeisance, no? That's symbol of offering respect. No? But naturally, if you offer respect, you will be humble, no?
Number.
Okay, then this is homework. We'll have examination, parikshana on Friday. Those who don't pass, they don't get a certificate. Gambira, devotee is grave. Devotee is grave because he takes life very seriously and not so like whimsically. Devotees are very jolly by nature as well, no? It's such a mix of contradictory qualities. Being jolly and grave. How is like that? You can, no?
Inside grave or jolly?
I don't know. I think, you see Lord Nityananda is, sometimes very jolly and then grave becomes grave. He was very disturbed by Shivananda Sena. Shivananda Sena was preparing yatra. So then they stopped someone, no water, no food, nothing. Then he became very disturbed. What kind of servant you are, no? Avaduta, yes. So devotee is kind of font or store for contradictory qualities. It's called Paraspara Viruddha Dharma Ashraya. His devotee, like Krishna, is the shelter of contradictory qualities. Krishna is Dhira Lalita. Krishna is playful with gopis. He is a charmer, playing flute, being dressed, the greatest charmer in the world, then he's Dhira Prashanta. Isn't it? Dhira Lalita is more like a Kshatriya or a Vaishya role. But Dhira Prashanta is more like Brahmana, cool, sober. So all these qualities are in his personality reconciled. He can take any of positions, and it suits him nicely. They used to say that if we become crooked, doesn't Krishna ki doesn't fit us nicely. But if Krishna is crooked, then everyone is attracted by that. Krishna is Tribanga, no? Bended in 3 places. So Shastra is saying he's crooked in form and in behavior. And it suits him nicely. Everyone is attracted. They can't resist. Although he's behaving like this, you can't resist. He forced gopis to come in the middle of night to forest. Then he said, "Oh, why you came? You go home." Oh, like when they say, "No, we can't go home now. We have have darshan of you. How we can go back?" So Krishna is the shelter of all these contradictory qualities, and devotee also becomes to some degree, and it's reconciled in our higher nature. And some people even in material nature they can be like that. If you see your personality, you will see so many contradictory things. If you see your astrological chart, sometimes you think, "Oh my God, what is there?" For example, I'm Karka Lagna and Chandra is in first house. These people are very sensitive, mild, emotional, like this. But then I have Rahu in 10th house, means very, very bold, overconfident, no fear. And sometimes this just switches in my personality. So what's my nature in this world? How to reconcile that? Or I have a Shani in 8th house, Guru in 8th house, in Aquarius. So this disciple will always want to learn from Guru, but in his own way. Finding his own way. So all contradictory, So anyway, devotee is Gambhira, but he's also jolly. Karuna, devotee is compassionate. Devotee is compassionate towards fallen conditioned souls, giving Krishna consciousness to others. Baradukha Dukhi. If we see someone is suffering, we should definitely act upon that. And that doesn't mean that, I have given someone a book, and if he is having some trouble in life, I just neglect him. But you should see that this is Krishna's amsha. You reciprocate with him, help him. He will be Krishna will be grateful for that. And this person will be grateful to you, and he will slowly maybe adopt Krishna consciousness. Maitra devotee is a friend. What means to be a friend?
Helping.
Okay, helping. What's the definition of friendship?
When it's in the need.
If there is a need, yeah. I think the friendship means trust and confidence. If in the need, if you can trust someone and be confident, he'll help you, and he's always there. Friend. Yes, and Chanakya Pandit is saying we should test. We should test wife, friend, king, everyone, like a gold, scratching gold, in that way. Put test, and it's very painful. It's very painful. In 2022, 23, also in 24, I had many tests in life. Oh, please! If you don't want to find the reality of your relationship in the world, in this world, don't do it.
Yes.
You will lose
You will be disappointed.
very disappointed. Very close people, you will see that they are not that ready to sacrifice. Friendship means also sacrifice. Without sacrifice, there is no friendship. In the middle of night, you have yes or no immediately. So, friend Kavi, devotee, is a poet. Why is devotee poet? Because he knows Shastra, means basically Pandit knows Shastra, and he also can perceive aesthetic reality. Devotee can perceive how reality is manifested in aesthetic ways, beauty. You can say Krishna's beauty in everything. That's Kali. It's called Kalitva, the ingenuity of poetry. The poet sees things differently, not necessarily in a scientific way, but in a beautiful way, in terms of emotions, sentiments, forms, etc. Devotee is Daksha, expert. What that means? Expert.
Intelligent.
In which way?
To preach, to do the activities, to do seva.
In practical way.
Yeah.
Expert in practical way. Devotee can learn different skills.
Professionally.
Professionally, means that he can do service professionally.
Yes.
You know what that means also? That you don't do, when you do seva on the altar, that you don't offer just whimsically. No, you improve your cooking. They say Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janardana. Therefore I can cook only, not upma, this, pongal, just rice, dal, and a little ghee, little salt, just rice. No, you become Daksha, expert in preparing preparations or singing. Oh, I can sing just like that. No, you improve. You offer. You know what is interesting in bhakti? You have primary things and secondary things. Primary is bhakti. Secondary is the form in which you offer. Patram pushpam palantoyam is secondary. Yama bhakti prajati is primary. But primary is expressed through secondary. By cooking milk, boiling milk, Mother Yashoda showed love for Krishna. Vatsalya Priti. So it's not, oh Krishna, I just love you. I just love you, that's my emotion. No, you prepare things which are good for him and for Vaishnavas, no? Then you become Daksha, expert. You should become expert at least in something in life. Mauni, devotee is silent. Let's test how much we can be silent. Why is devotee silent?
Peaceful.
Okay, very good point. Peaceful, and then his mind is not disturbed to speak this and that. So what devotee speaks? Krishna Katha. Or if devotee has to speak about mundane topics, he sees Krishna in them. And then this is not prajalpa. When COVID came, some devotees said, oh, everyone is speaking about COVID, let's speak about Krishna. But where do you distinguish between the Shaktiman and Shakti? You should not speak about this world. But where do you distinguish? We say Shakti, Shaktimatayor Abheda. If you see the Shakti in connection with Shaktiman, then you see in Krishna consciousness. Things of this world. You think that there are no secondary topics in spiritual world. It's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is saying that I think that the gopis have seen a monkey with some kind of a different nose, and they start to laugh. Like look at how he's, or something like that. I'm conflating two things. They have seen, I think, monkey or parrot, and they start to laugh like that. So there was nothing about Krishna in that. Only about that monkey and his nose. No? So that doesn't mean you can't recognize things in this world, no? As per secondary things. So Mauni definitely not speaking Prajalpa, speak about Krishna consciousness and seeing everything in Krishna consciousness. Sometimes devotees say, we should not speak anything about material topics and this and that. But Srila Prabhupada, he used to read newspapers. So he was seeing how things are going, favorable or unfavorable for the world, for Krishna consciousness, etc. So be informed, but see that in the light of values of Bhagavatam. The light of Bhagavatam is one book. So that is how you are free from Prajalpa. You can't stop, discussing about this world. Now we're going to go to Rome. So you will not speak about, some things in environment. Of course you will. So devotees, Mauni, like that. There's no Prajalpa. I will not prolong anymore. Oh, is it? Oh, pardon me, I didn't know it's 9:38. Krishna, sorry.
Okay.
We'll continue then on Friday at 8 o'clock on about Prayojana Gyan, how Lord Chaitanya have exemplified Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta through his own behavior with his devotees. If there's any short question, I will answer, otherwise we'll move